Fantasy VII 2020 remake.
That's right. We at How to Kill an Hour got our hands on it. So yeah, Funk Butcher, talk us through it. I mean, we've had the new intro that we've seen already, and we've spoken about that. But
so literally, the thing I love about this game is when you first got the game, you're thrown right into the mix of it. There's no slow build up. Bam! First thing you're doing is a mission. You have to infiltrate this building, a Mako reactor, which is like their version of a nuclear reactor where the people of the city of Midgard get their energy from, and you're part of a terrorist group.
Yeah.
You're actually part of a terrorist group. Not that we condone terrorism here on How to Kill an Hour, but sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do.
But we do condone saving the world, and they are trying to save the world from basically pollution, isn't it?
Yeah, and monsters and ghouls.
Ghouls as well.
Yeah. I mean, how to describe this game for some people who are too young for the first one? It's a little bit sci-fi, a little bit fantasy. It's a bit of everything. It's got an amazing storyline.
Exactly.
Which has kind of made it a bit of a nostalgic bit of treasure.
Exactly. And now the demo's dropped, we can kind of talk about our experience when we went to play Final Fantasy with the guys from Square. There's this brand new, well, not brand new, but there's this new kind of fighting style because everyone's used to the kind of the RPG.
Yeah.
But they've managed to combine it quite interestingly with this, haven't they?
Yeah. So you kind of saw this fighting style in Final Fantasy 15.
Yeah.
And they've kind of
we can see it right now. Yeah.
And it has turn-based aspects when you get the new members of your party joining it. You can have them selecting different magic and spells, but it's a lot more random. You can lock onto different enemies. It's not as rigid as the original Final Fantasy VII, which had a time bar, and that time bar had to lapse before you could use your next spell or your physical attack. Yeah. So that's where we're at now with the game. Yeah. And it's just really beautiful.
It is, man. And like, it's really interesting that you can run around and literally just explore, have fun, and then during fights you can move around your enemies and target them, but you also have, I mean, to be fair, there is also classic mode. There is a classic RPG mode that you can access, isn't there? Yeah. But for me, I prefer this fighting style where I can run around, fight, and then when I need to have a little bit of time to think about whether I want to strategize with spells, potions, whatever, you can do that in the game as well. It's sick.
Definitely. I think for the purpose of the hard work that the developers have put in over the years, I wanted to see how they interpreted it in this new style, of the new fighting style, with the new way you can roam. It still feels like an RPG because you can pretty much move anywhere. You don't have to immediately follow your comrades. You can have a little look around and all that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Sick.
Real joy to look at too.
Biggs and Jesse. Do you know what? I recognize Biggs' voice from somewhere, you know. I think it's somebody from Breaking Bad.
Seriously?
Yeah.
I really want to find out if obviously Barrett is modelled on Mr. T, because it just looks like Mr. T with a cannon on his arm.
Yeah.
You know what I think?
Not interested.
And Cloud's a bit of a, I don't remember Cloud being this rude back in the day. He's a bit rude.
Oh, he's like a proper mercenary, isn't he? Though? He's like, but he's that kind of mercenary that's used to taking orders or giving orders.
Yeah.
His voice. I need to find out who that is.
It's all about the guap. That's what he's there for.
You better be worth the money, Merc.
Matt Jones. He's Wedge.
What's Matt Jones from?
Breaking Bad.
Okay.
He's got like he's got that kind of like smoke voice. Smoke a lot. So yeah, big shout out to producer Billy. He's cut out the bits that we weren't allowed to show because we've played a lot more.
Yeah.
I don't even know if we're allowed to say this. I'm gonna say anyway. We played a lot more than what's in the demo. And
let's standard them. We played lots more.
So if there's any jumps in it, it's because we've had to chop out bits. Thanks for that, Bill. Appreciate that. Bill's in the room with us. But yeah, so you can see you get all of the critical information, all of the damage information. And like all of the XP and stuff. Like you still get all that on screen, but I just love running around, you know, slapping everyone up.
Yeah, and it's not as easy as it looks, where you just kind of can tap the square button and just take out your enemies. They fire at you at random if you change your focus from one of the enemies that are actually attacking you. So there's this block feature's been put in to help you block, repel bullets with your sword.
That's it.
So, I mean, it's really realistic.
And you got two fighting styles as well with the sword as well, which I like. And you got the Punisher mode.
And the Operator mode.
Yeah, which is, I think, both of them sound sick, innit?
Yeah.
What are you doing? I'm just in Operator mode. But in terms of being close to the story front, I feel like there's certain things that I can't remember but I know that I feel like they've tweaked the story a little bit. I feel
Yeah.
like tweaked touches, yeah.
From what I've heard and what I've read, I heard that they've embellished the story, made it even more enjoyable, added new parts to it, added new characters to it. Obviously, we have to kind of verify that when the full game comes out.
Yeah.
In terms of the intro, this is exactly how it plays out.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
I'm currently playing the old one at the same time as this one at the moment. And yeah, it just feels exactly the same, but with new souped up graphics.
Yeah. You still get staggering as well.
Yeah.
I wonder if we go into Punisher mode here as well. I know that at these basic points, all you really need to do is whip people with your buster.
You know what's amazing as well when you see the new way they've put in the limit breaks.
Yeah, they're dope. I think we get that in a little while as well. I think this is a moment where I ran around and the version that I played, I don't think it, with all due respect, clicked over to where it needed to. So I think I did a little bit of running around. So let's get back over. I ran down. There we go. It finally clicked over there. There you go.
But again, that just shows you how much freedom you've got in the game. You can literally take your time, explore. You're not really on the clock.
And we're not really allowed to show you many cutscenes as well. So yeah, I think it was just regular attacks here, building up your ATB and then, oh whatever mate. Building up the ATB and then we see a few more spells and stuff like that later on. But I mean, like it just, I feel like Final Fantasy 15, they started this whole kind of ability to run around and hit your characters and then also switch over to kind of go into your like role-playing mode, but RPG mode, but
it's a bit
sorry, your turn-based mode, but I feel like it was a little bit clunky.
Yeah, it's
but
a bit
now
of
they've smoothened it out of it.
Fulfilling prophecy, though.
Yeah.
I mean, you make a game this size,
Yeah,
that's this pretty,
Yeah.
you're gonna have that question, can I look around in this new environment? So Final Fantasy 15 was a massive open world, very scenic.
Enormous.
It looked a little bit Australia-ish.
It did feel like it, didn't it? Yeah.
You look like had places look like Ayers Rock and all that kind of stuff. But it's good that they've allowed players to do that.
Yeah, 100%. Barrett looks sick, by the way. I don't care. Barrett looks sick.
Or is he a loyal little dog?
And I like the way they've put his personality through. He's very antagonistic, always pushing him.
Yeah.
You can almost get the tension that
Different
they're gonna fight
different
soon.
Layout. Depends when it was built. Never seen one like this, but I'll manage.
You can just tell that Barrett, like, he wants to do anything to get to what he thinks is right.
Yeah.
And then obviously later on in the story, we kind of see how that plays out. I mean, also one thing with the music as well, they discussed, and we'll kind of mention that to people as well. Every level has kind of different types of music. So you have music when you're calm, and then there's music when you get into battle sequences. But they've managed to blend them quite smoothly, similar to how another game that I really like was Spider-Man. Do you remember when Spider-Man, when you started web slinging, you started hearing like like that?
Yeah.
So in this game, when you're not in like a situation where you need to defend yourself, you're the music is calmer, and then when you're in situations like this, you hear all like
Yep.
so you hear it like
He always knows just what to say.
plays out nicely. I like that, man.
This place covered.
And again, just the way you can explore, have a look
Yeah.
around, and that's the reason why this game took so long to come out, was pushed back, because they
no one
wanted
else
to
at
get
Command will
everything
talk to
right
us, but
aesthetically.
what can you
And
do? Then we're good.
I think the demo took me a lot longer than necessary, purely based on the fact that I was just looking at everything. Because
yeah, of course.
I'm comparing it to the original '97.
Yeah. And you just kind of want to take it in, don't you? Enjoy it.
Yeah.
FIFA, right? It's
But
not
in
really
terms
my
of
business,
a game,
but
it's not a short
anything's
game, so it's
close.
not something that you're gonna have to worry about. You're gonna be completing it within a day or so.
No way. You have to remember as well, this storyline, which holds up to the current games of 2020 and 2019, The Last of Us and all those kind of titles which are renowned for their storylines.
Yeah.
This storyline matches it.
Yeah.
And it was made in '97. So you've got to understand that it was trailblazing for its time.
Yeah.
The amount of emotions you were getting, the cutscenes, like
Yeah.
there wasn't a game in '97 that was using cutscenes like this. It was like a film.
Yeah, it was. But you know what we're blessed with now, though? We're blessed with the difference between the cutscenes and the gameplay being less
Exactly.
less obvious, because before you'd be like, hey, hang on, I don't know if you
That's actually one of the reasons why they would put that subtitle in-game footage to let you know that that's not how it looks. This is the
did you get caught with that as well a little bit?
You'd buy the game and be like, that's the intro.
Yeah.
That's the CGI intro. Oh man.
Nice.
This is Heidegger. He's like
Does this count as a cutscene? Are we allowed to show this one, Bill?
You can show the whole of chapter 1.
We can show this.
So
Okay,
this is the demo anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, I've not played the demo yet. No, so this is all in the demo.
Yeah, so this is all in the demo.
Okay.
Rest assured.
How did the demo differ from what we played? Was it pretty much on the head?
So the demo doesn't have the cutscene with Tifa in it.
Okay.
Actually, so
Are we allowed to say that?
Purpose is to drain the planet.
Billy's like,
While you shit, it's his sucker.
okay, cool, we can.
It doesn't rest and it doesn't care. You do realize what Mako is, don't
so these guys are trying to infiltrate the establishment, the government, or the ruling company in this fictitious world. It's called Shinra, and these terrorists, freedom fighters, whatever you want to call them, they've got a job to do because Shinra is getting its energy, it's making its money from sucking the life force out of the planet.
Isn't it interesting the parallels that this has with 2020? This was 23 years ago, and they are raising issues which are more important than ever.
Listen, do you know who Cloud is? You know who Cloud is?
Don't say he's Greta.
He's Greta Thunberg with a sword. Greta. That's who she is. If you make Greta's hair spiky, you got Cloud.
Barrett's Mr. T if he was an eco warrior. Listen here, mother sucker. We need to reduce fumes.
I bet you in the next.
Need to lower your carbon footprint, mother sucker.
Listen, give it about 2 weeks from the launch of the game. You're gonna have people dubbing Greta's voice over the Cloud cutscenes. How dare you? How dare you mess with my planet? How dare you?
The sword just can't reach.
Oh, by the way, I've been told I have to. Oh wow, said it. There's some places a sword just can't reach. Anyway, we've been told that we have to say that thank you very much for Square for supplying us with this exclusive gameplay. And yeah, this video is in association with them, not sponsored by them. Okay, so we're keeping it real, right? But we got this from Square early doors. His arm cannon looks sick as well, man.
And we took a picture with his a makeshift arm gun. It's quite heavy, isn't it?
Yeah, it was. I had to hold it with 2 hands.
I think the Buster Sword is a little bit more awkward to hold.
Yeah. Here we go.
But man's got bicep steel.
Here we go.
So here we got they've kind of modernized the turn-based system. You can flip between each character at will. You can update their health very easily.
Barrett's got that kind of that high power.
Yeah, and that's the one thing I was concerned about in regards to shifting between each character. You losing the momentum of the battle, but
instantaneous. And what's great is because they've set up the levels now more than ever where you do need to have range attacks, long distance attacks, where Barrett's great for. And then when you want to get up close and personal and start chopping up the salami, you get me, you can just draw for Cloud.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you can see you've got some abilities and like these are some of the higher level moves that you get once you build up your ATB. Which to be fair, you see a bit of here, but later on you kind of get to see a bit more of it. Like I love the kind of the graphics, and I love like the I don't know, I just love it when he unsheaths the sword and pulls off a power move and it connects. It just feels like you're really getting involved.
Yeah. And even if you find the focus point of the camera a little bit confusing during the battle, you can quickly shift back to the target by pressing on the right analog stick.
That's it,
And you're back in the game. Everything right in front of you.
And you can also, I don't think I did it quite here. I tweaked the camera a little bit because I always like to be a little bit further back from Cloud in the action. So you can do that as well. Because I feel like sometimes when it's close, people like it like that, but I like to see a little bit more in my environment. So you can do that as well. Some people just don't do that, but that was a thing for me. Like I wanted to do that. That happens later on. If you wonder why Cloud's a little bit further away from the camera.
Depends if you've got a big TV or not.
Mm-hmm. No, I like to have a big TV, but I like to be further back from it. You know what I mean? Yeah. I mean, this is just running through.
Got to get through these security lasers.
Yeah.
And again, because I'm currently playing the game, I don't remember there being a a sprint
Yeah.
function like that.
There's two ways to sprint. I think there's a sprint where you hold it down as soon as you let go, it stops, and there's also a sprint where you
Use R2.
Where you use R2 and he continues running until you change direction. I think
it's fascinating sometimes the buttons that they've used from
Well,
popular PlayStation games anyway. So
Yeah.
that sprint button is a sprint button on football games. That shoulder button. So it's like, that's like the standard button if you want to use a sprint.
Yeah. So what you're saying is we should have circle for slide kick. Here we go. I think we can tell it's about to kick off. So you need some ATB before you can start pulling off any moves. But I think we just top up a little bit of. Did we top up some potion here? No. Right.
Okay, this is
We
the.
can take this.
Here we go.
I remember this.
Is a heavy weapons platform.
So
This mech.
yeah.
This mecha robot. It looks a little bit
Is that right?
like it's taking inspiration from
Yeah.
RoboCop. Remember the
Exactly, yeah, that's it. It's
The
like a-
last boss robot Murphy had to face.
Yeah, that's it. The one that couldn't walk up and down stairs.
Yeah.
yeah. So here, as you can see, when you press X to go into the command menus, it doesn't actually stop the action. It slows it down as well,
Yeah.
which I think is sick, man.
So you definitely, when you press X, you still need to kind of hurry up and get
Yeah.
your attack out because the battle is still progressing
Yeah.
whilst you're in that
Yeah.
state.
And there is a classic mode where you literally don't do anything. They do the fighting for you.
Oh, really?
And you just wait for it. But I wanted to get involved, man.
Okay.
So yeah, these are all the regular kind of fighting moves. I feel like, should we skip forward a bit to where we start using a bit of magic, or?
I think what's good in these battles as well is that you can actually move around, evade, and you can actually attack from different sides as well.
Yeah, it's wicked. So you can like attack a creature, right? So let's get a little bit further into some action and then see. Are we showing any boss fights here, Bill?
You can share everything in chapter.
Okay, we can show everything in
That
chapter
you're
1.
one of us.
Right.
Never said I was. I'm just here for the paycheck.
He is a bit more lippy this time around, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm here for the paycheck.
Then do
Okay.
the damn job.
Money, money, money.
Do your damn job!
Money.
Yeah. Imagine having Barrett trying to just talk to you normally. I feel like everything he says he has to shout like, "Do you want a sandwich? Brown bread or white bread?"
Very materialistic, our Cloud, isn't it?
Yeah, he is. Little flashback. This kind of makes more sense than when you play the game as well, but this gives you some great kind of insight.
And this is the main antagonist. Like you ain't gonna get a baddie
This is
better
yeah,
than Sephiroth.
yeah. This is when baddie meant a totally different thing, by the way.
Yeah.
Right? Different kind of baddies in 2020. So what did you think I did here? 20 minutes. I don't need no 30 minutes. Come on, fuck. Did you do 20 or 30?
Yeah, 20
Yeah,
minutes.
20 minutes. Come on.
Fresh.
Oh, you feeling kind of fine, yeah?
You double crossing.
So he thinks he's been double crossed because he's
Yeah.
paused. But he can sense something. His spider senses are tingling. And this is a souped up version of the first boss in the mission from the 1997 version, and it just looks incredible.
It does. It does. So building up. Got to build up some ATB first.
Yeah.
He does the Naruto run.
But what I find interesting, the dialogue there is obviously giving you a bit of insight as how to attack
Yeah.
these different creatures. And the thing about Final Fantasy VII, you have to use a little bit of your common sense. If there's a creature or a robot that is obviously tech-based, then
Yeah.
electric or thunder magic would work against that, and
Exactly.
so forth. Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Here's a bit more. So here's a force thrust where you select your target. Whew, nice. And as we go through the game, we get better attacks as well. So hopefully Barrett's one gets drawn for here. Staggered as well. And the music's amazing, man. And these are all original compositions as well that they create for this.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. This has got a little steel skin there.
But they obviously pay homage to the compositions from
Exactly.
97. Yeah.
Exactly.
So this is interesting. He's jumped. This didn't happen in the original way.
Yeah.
The robot would jump further away from you. So you need to use a character which has more long range attacks.
Yeah.
That's where Barrett comes into play a bit better.
Okay.
You were the expert.
What's your plan?
I love the way that they're ripping each other as they're fighting as well.
You see, Cloud's no use here.
See, he's not good.
He's got his force field up.
Yeah.
There! Attack it from the rear.
There we go.
Soldier boy.
Soldier boy. All right.
Or go down in flames.
And even highlighted on the robot, the Scorpion robot, is the weak spot.
Yeah.
We have to target. That could be selected though when you're pressing X and you're selecting your physical attack. There will come up in the menu of if you can target the left leg, the right leg, or another weak targeted weak spot.
Ooh, the electromagnetic field. Should have clocked that.
I'll tell you one thing. The first time I played this, when the Square guys gave us exclusive access,
Thank you to Square for the exclusive access. Officially, thank you. Yeah.
it's really overwhelming because you're just like, wow, the graphics, it's an intense fight.
Yeah.
And you think to yourself, this is the first boss battle. What are the ones later on going to be like?
Exactly. Oh, there's a little fire spell. Yeah, so it makes you think like, this is where we're at now. What's going to happen when we get real like later level bosses?
Yeah.
And let me tell you,
Don't stop now.
it'll get easier. So yeah, during this fight, I think I was just flexing the kind of regular kind of like moves, and then later on, I don't know if we'll show it today, you kind of see me doing a bit more magic, some of the power moves as well. This is sick.
It's had enough now.
You hear the guitar as well, in the background.
Just trying to bring the house down.
Watch the tail. You don't want to be hit by that laser.
There you go, never hinter.
Don't get hit.
Oh, don't get hit. I love that. That's a great tip. Oh, a little bit slow there. Come on, sprint. Dodge Barrett. He's too late. Ah!
Yeah, got fried. It takes off a lot of HP.
Yeah.
HP source.
All right. Absolutely destroyed what you're hiding behind. Let's get an ability in here. Focus shot, I think we go for, do we? Oh, no, just steel skin.
Charging up again.
Damn it. Can keep going if I heal up.
Barrett is strong though, man.
And I think it's always just trying to get a rhythm of attack, dodge, always using that evade command as well. Otherwise, yeah, you got your potions there to kind of rejuvenate yourself, but they run out real quick in this. I think I must have used about 17 potions in this one battle.
You can get a pasting if you're not careful. There you go. Look,
Tail laser.
I see it.
Then take cover already.
looking a little bit ropey here.
I think the dialogue between the two is just incredible though.
Great. And like you can hear them, they're more out of breath if they're running around as well and
Yeah.
fighting. Right, really is where we should add the finishing blow. Look at it.
It's getting ready now. That kamikaze.
I'm not going out without a fight.
Yep.
Oh, hell. What's it doing now?
An auto repair unit. Damn it. You gotta take it out.
Auto repair.
Oh, I am way ahead of you, Murph.
Gotta time our attacks just right. Hold out until you spot an opening.
There you go, right leg. So here's another one of those clues that clearly wasn't listening to at the time because I was under stress. But there was a little tip there saying attack the right leg. There we go. There we go. So you can actually do specific targeting.
Yeah.
There we
for
go.
the
This is a
weakest
special
point.
move. Oi, come on. Nice. So satisfying when you do that.
Yeah.
Cripple the right leg.
I think it's done now, isn't it?
Yeah. This is where it says, if you're gonna kill me, you're coming with me. It's like when I'm going for a wee when I've had a couple of drinks.
All over that.
That's the
bathroom,
end of a
man.
Friday night out. Oh,
We've got that scorpion aim.
God. Yeah.
You hear that? Damn thing showed you how it's done. Where should be covering our way out?
Barrett's been gymming though.
Yeah, Barrett is looking. Well, before he was just like the shape of a Lego brick. Now he's gone gym. And also you can climb through each other when you're going up ladders as well.
You gotta get the hell out of there.
Yeah.
I mean, you just said that. I mean, that's a vast improvement because before
Oh my
they
gosh.
always used to just merge into
Yeah.
cloud, and then they just it's like they go into his soul.
Barrett, look at he's moving. He's running. Right, so basically we run out here.
Yeah.
So let's jiggle forward a little bit because with all due respect, it's good. But here we go. Right.
There it!
I've got you covered. Find us the way out of here.
I got you covered.
I don't think he could ever be calm. No. He's like that at 7 in the morning. Morning, Barrett. Morning.
X, soldier boy.
You.
Take them down. We don't have time for this shit. It's off ticket.
Cool it. 5 seconds is all we need. Keep it together.
Need my help, will you?
It's like they put a blaxploitation character in a.
But he
classic-
smacks of it, doesn't he? He
yeah,
does
a
smack of
classic
it.
one, yeah.
Come over here, sucker. Cornbread eating fool.
Cloud, you jive ticket.
Oh, here we go.
His boss is back again.
Another sweeper, yeah. Do I get a bit more? Yeah, I get a bit more jiggy with the moves here. And don't forget, if you've had no... See that quick switch? I love it. So you can switch over to Barrett, and if his ATB was at a high enough level as well, you could do a power move whilst Cloud's doing a power move pretty much at the same
really?
time.
Okay,
yeah.
cool.
Because it's just that seamless switch, isn't it? So you switch over, and then what's the great is you can see each other's gauges as well as you're fighting. So you can see Cloud's ATB's building up a little bit.
Yeah.
Barrett's has got 2 bars. It's sick. Soldier boy. Yeah, and if you're new to Final Fantasy, don't think that you're going to miss out on anything when you're playing this game. I think they do a good enough job of making you feel included. Do you get me? This isn't something that you will only enjoy if you played this 23 years ago.
No.
Like if you're 19 or 16 and you're seeing this game, like try it out, man.
Yeah.
I want to clock it now, bruv. What are you going to do? Are you going to rush through it, or are you going to take your time with this?
I think I'm going to take my time.
Because with 15, I kind of just...
That was a nice touch. I heard that last night. Yeah.
But with 15, I did, because at the time I had a lot to play, I did try and smash through it, but it's a vast...
Yeah.
15 was vast as well, like with the kind of fishing elements. Kind of... But I feel like because this is kind of paying homage to Final Fantasy VII, the original version, it's this slightly tighter gameplay, so I feel like you can chill and just get into a rhythm with this.
I think there's going to be a lot more of that in this game as well. A lot
Later
more
on.
the side games and the...
Which you can do. It depends. Sometimes I'm in the mood to do that stuff. Sometimes
These
not
guys
really.
are tricky, you know. These shock troopers.
Yeah,
I don't
man.
remember... I'm trying to remember
The ones
what
with
they were in the original game, but...
There are ones that I remember with shields that were absolutely annoying to get around, and I
Yeah.
wonder if they're as annoying in this game or not. Maybe I know, maybe I can't say. Could I say, Bill, if they were? Shields, later on. Alright, probably not. But these are quite hard, the shock troopers.
Yeah.
But again, like, by switching between characters, you can...
And just to add,
Sidetrack 'em.
when you switch from your other character, it doesn't stop that one from fighting.
Nah.
They still fight autonomously until you switch back,
Seamless, it's sick.
Say your prayers.
He's got to be my favourite character's dialogue, you know.
Who done his voice?
I don't know, you know, let me find out. So it was Matt Jones from Breaking Bad that did that did Wedge's voice. It was a white guy that did Barrett's voice.
No way.
I'm joking.
I was just about to say that.
It was John Eric Bentley.
Okay. What's he done?
He's done Resident Evil Extinction, Transformers, Revenge of the Fallen, there are a few films here and there. Independence Day, Resurrection, he was miscellaneous crew.
Okay.
Done a few things here and there. Call of Duty, he's in. Nick Fury's voice in a few games as well. So yeah,
Okay.
he's a computer game.
I was just about to say Samuel.
Yeah. Oh, he's in Red Dead 2 as well. Nice.
So this is the part that's just shows how intricate the storyline is. There's a little bit of self-sabotage going on here, so it's not all as it seems with this company.
Because that is clearly not us doing that.
Yeah. That's a bit of overkill.
Come on.
That's what I'm like in front of the kettle at 7 in the morning when I want it to boil.
You see the sword there with one material in there already.
Yeah.
The material slots in there.
Yeah.
It's just crazy. The detail.
We pick, and then you get a bit more data with that later on in the game.
Yeah.
Innit? Yeah, that's sick.
Can you walk?
If I couldn't, believe me, you'd be the first to know.
All right. Sassy. Is that where we have to stop it then?
That's all we got.
That's all we're allowed to show you. Yeah, that's all we're allowed to show you now. Yeah, so that's been Final Fantasy VII Remake here. I've been Marcus Bronzy.
I've been Funk Butcher.
Woo! Bruv.
Jeez.
Bruv.
I'm perspiring.
Yeah, man. So if you enjoy the franchise already, this is a great game for you. Fact, hands down. But if you're not into Final Fantasy,
It's still a great game.
this
for
is
you.
a great starting place for you, man. I think it's great. And now that they've remade this, what's gonna happen next, bruv?
Well, apparently there's part 2 as well.
Okay.
So
alright.
just I was kind of deliberating as to how they're going to fit 3 discs of content into one game. That's going to be like a 300 gig download.
I don't know what the download is for the main game. We'll see in it. The demo's 7 gig.
The demo's 7 gig.
And that's like one level.
Yeah. It's not even a level.
Oh yeah, it's not.
It's not even a level. It's like, in the grand scheme of things, because I remember the first disc so not to spoil it, you go through the whole world that is Final Fantasy VII, and this section is within a city of the world, and you still need to leave this city.
Yeah.
So,
Jeez, who knows? Anyway, yeah, stick around and we'll let you know more. It's been How to Kill an Hour. Stay blessed.
jeez.